Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Dungeon. Last time I need to set something up. Defeat the floor boss without healing or resistance. Special challenge. Yeah, last time we were messing around with the Undertale set of skills, Hope, which turns into Phoenix, and Determination. Both are very powerful skills, actually. If Determination gets an ultimate skill, it's only going to be stronger. Other than that, we messed with Invictus, which I think it's based on Invincible. It's cool. It has some cool offensive and defensive skills. I think there are better options, but it's still really powerful. On top of that, we actually got a minor test of how Infusion works for offensive capabilities for the first time, so that's cool. And just a couple other minor odds and ends across some stuff. Anyways, today... Yeah, today might be the last time. There are 4 more ultimate skill trees that I want to look at. I say ultimate skill trees because one of those ultimate skill trees is technically one unique that evolves into one ultimate, which evolves again. So technically there's 5 ultimates, but really it's just 4. Anyways, dungeon updated. It didn't add any content. I think it's just some changes to how some challenges and whatnot work. But it did require a reset of the dungeon, so now it looks a little bit different, so that's kind of cool. And actually, I can do it legitimately with recording crystals instead of doing the whole teleport to a waypoint. Anyways, we're going to be testing something. I don't remember if I ever actually tested magic in here. Disintegration! So skills are canceled out in here, but spells still work no problem. So, and there we go. I like the delayed reaction, like, aw, it didn't work. And then it was like, nope, that thing's just gone. So, yeah, Trafalgar had the idea of testing out disintegration in the boss rush area, which is a good idea. I never actually, I don't have a good way to test this thing's full capabilities, just because the only mobs that could handle it are like the bosses, and all of them, yeah, all the bosses have like a 2-phase thing where they won't die to a single thing. So I haven't been able to find like the true max cap to disintegration yet. So we saw that one go down no problem. You have 14,000 health. Yeah, so I don't need to test it on the Evil Centipede. I thought it had more than that. I believe Charybdis has about an equal number of health, and we managed to one-shot a Charybdis. So we're going to skip that one and go straight to the Ogre Lord, I think. Actually, no, the Ogre Lord only has 500. The main thing here is that it's strong and has some allies. Oh no, you have 700. I guess I'll still launch a disintegration, because why not, though? Also, did it just break free? So, yes, it did break free. No, it did not save it. Cool. I guess I'll just take this stuff. This is the last or second to last episode. I don't know why I'm bothering. Hey, look, we got the ogre leggings. That's pretty cool, actually. Anyways, I need to wait 20 seconds. Mosul and Gozul, or it's Mezul in this case. Is it Mezul and Gozul? I thought they were both Ozuls. I guess not. What do you, the serpent has 2,800? I guess we'll test our basic disintegration on you. And then, depending on how that goes, I guess we'll use Sanctuary on Mezul then? Yeah. Is there anything that doesn't have to... Is there any creature that won't get insta-killed from this? Hey, look, I can fly again for some reason. I'm beginning to think that disintegration might just be an I win button, as if that wasn't already clear. We'll use Sanctuary disintegration on our friend here, just to use the higher end thing. No, we need a control group. We're just going to use regular disintegration again. We're trying to assess to see how strong this one is. If it can't manage it, then we know. Anyways, he's got his extra unique skills on and whatnot. What do you have? 4,300? Disintegration. Movement interference 9, so it's stuck in place. I do love the whole chant every time. It makes it so much cooler. Yep. Yep, that basically went as expected. So I severely doubt we are going to get a good test of disintegration. Like, it has multiple forms, but nothing is powerful enough to warrant using the stronger end stuff, which is a little bit sad because that means we'll never get to know the upper limits of this. It probably is just an I win button. Everything around me is dead, though. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I do want to hang out for a little bit in the dungeon before I go test out the last few ultimate skills. I boosted Dungeon Dominators to 10%, up from 0.1. We need to see at least one, hopefully. Oh, you've got Reaper. Oh, no, I already have Reaper. But we do have... Was it Phoenix? I think it's Phoenix lets us steal unique skills if we hang out around things for long enough, right? I'm now forgetting. It might have been Invictus. It was... I'm thinking it was Phoenix. But we already have Reaper, so I don't think we're actually going to get anything from our rabbit friend right here. But yeah. Kill Min Slime. Where is it? Ah, I see. So we actually got a Min Slime thing. Oh, it's basically, it's like a golden slime. It's consuming the rest of them and just growing bigger and bigger. I kind of want to let it happen just to... Okay, that's... I see then. So the Min Slime, it's a rare golden slime that will occasionally just appear somewhere in the dungeon. And if it manages to consume all of them, because it spawns in a big old group, then it just disappears. Okay, so there's that. What about the Dungeon Dominators, though? I don't know if the Min Slime is considered one or not. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm really hoping to see at least a Dungeon Dominator with the odds boosted as high as I have them. I assumed, like, that number was so low because it was that, like, 0.01% of all mobs. Now it's 10%, and I've definitely not seen 10 Dungeon Dominators out of 100 mobs, because we've probably already passed 100. You know what, I'm just going to hang out in here for a little bit. This place is just going to keep racking up mobs. I guess I'll start running through and eventually maybe see something. But while we do that, I guess I can start looking at one of the skills at least. Oh, it's a mimic. I didn't even realize that was a mimic. I just attacked it. Really, no thought went into that. It was like, ooh, chest, opened it. I really am possessed by fear and aren't I when it comes to attracting mimics. Anyways, which one do I want to start with? Let's see. None of these actually have their things in game. I have to look up the out-of-game wikis for all of these. So, there's one from Mysticism, and there's 3, technically 4 from BTR. We're going to start with the Investigator one, I believe. So, this one we can actually see. It's a utility skill. It's a new one added in from BTR. So, 250 spyglasses. I think I could probably legitimately do that. I don't have any amethyst on me. But spyglass, 250. Each of these is 2 copper. So let's see, that's... How many stacks is that? That's 4 stacks. So 8 stacks of copper and 4 stacks of amethyst. I could probably do that legitimately. But who cares about doing this legitimately? Wait. Oh, they don't stack, do they? Oh, I was going to give myself 256 just to do it this way, but that is silly if they don't stack at all. So, yeah, I'm just going to slash Tensura grant ability me. Oops. Edit ability grant BTR investigator. So, I don't actually know. I haven't looked at this one. But this is Veldora's unique skill. Or I believe one of Veldora's unique skills rather. So, Investigator, I'm 100% sure it has a toggle. Tapping into the wisdom of the universe, you gain the ability to instantly analyze your surroundings. With the power you uncover secrets hidden in plain sight. With this power, you uncover secrets hidden in plain sight, seeing things others miss. No detail is too small. Everything is part of the grand design. That's all. That sounds pretty cool. Thought acceleration, because of course. Grants ability to monitor all entities' unique slots with BTRUltima slots check. Check anyone's soul for ultimate slots for Mysticism, next version only. Enables universal perception and learning points. Okay, so BTRUltima slots check at Ardendris. Ardendris has 2 max slot from which from those 0 are used and 2 remain. I must have ultimates turned off, but I wasn't able to get an ultimate last time without fixing it, so something weird happened. Anyways, that's a multiplayer thing. Universal perception and the learning points are nice though. Analytical appraisal, level 2, long range. It's analytical appraisal. That it? Oops, I'm in Phoenix mode now, so I'm just superpowered again. So if we just go here, ultimates, might as well put it on, but there's nothing really to show for it. Investigator. Yeah, it's just analytical appraisal. There's nothing too interesting about it. So it looks like it's also pretty quickly gaining training points. But as usual at this point, we're just going to do this max and mastery. And from there, I believe that as soon as I gain even more EP, nothing will happen, and it did not actually give me its evolved form. 1 second. Okay, I decided to go down to the very bottom floor and go up from here, thinking maybe the dungeon dominators only spawn between like 5 and 10. Still no sign of them, so I'm probably just gonna end up spawning those in myself. But, also, ignore everything I was saying about Investigator having evolutions. So, they're on the wiki for BTRUltima, but that's because they're planned evolutions that are supposed to be coming out at some point soon. They're not actually acquirable in-game yet, so that's a thing. Oh, I got a free dungeon voucher. How did I get that? No idea. Maybe that's a rare drop from certain bosses now? Or, I don't know. Anyways. I'm gonna end up having to spawn in the dungeon dominators anyways, so I don't think I have a reason to hang out in here any longer. I mean, I can just teleport back up to the boss rush chamber if there's any skills we see that we think will work and we want to test out. So for now, I think we're just gonna make our way out of here. No idea how the spider didn't respawn. I was definitely by that thing for more than 2 minutes, and I did fix that config again. Anyways, so Investigator was... I just tossed my pen across the room, and now I have to go get it. Okay, pen reacquired. Literally went to pick up my notebook, and it sent it flying. Anyways, so I guess we're gonna look at these now. Tensura Dungeon. Some places calls it Tensura Beyond, other places calls it Tensura Dungeon. We can also spawn in some of the cool equipment we haven't gotten to see too, like the Spider Dagger. We've seen like the very basic special version, but it goes all the way up to unique and legend grade, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, what was I looking for? Spawn eggs, that's right, things right up here. So Dryad, I believe that's the Trader Dryad. Min Slime, we got to see for the first time, but there we go, it's like a golden slime. It acts... There we go, I have like resistance ignoring and all that stuff, but I have a feeling this acts almost exactly like the metal slime, where it has like really good physical resistances and whatnot. Yeah, it's also super fast, so... Yeah. I have a feeling just starting out, if you get swarmed by a bunch of those things, that might actually suck a little bit. Anyways, Black Spider, Ogre Lord, Slime Wall. This is a new... we haven't seen this thing yet. And I can't fly because I dimension hopped and all that stuff. And if I go over to the Ender farm, actually accidentally deleted a couple of things. Hopefully I didn't delete anything important. And then head back to, like, Hinata. I should be able to fly. I don't think I have to restart the game every time. Hey, look, flying. Anyways, slime wall. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game. Okay. So, it's a giant wall of slime. That's exactly what it says in the tin. There's no escape. You can just barely escape it. I'm curious how this thing... Oh, look at the cute little face on it. Or, I guess, pair of eyes. There's no actual mouth or anything. But still, adorable. That's a very, very cute trap. Silver Mimic. We didn't actually see a silver mimic. We only saw the gold mimic. Yep, it's a silver mimic. It's what it says on the tin. Gold mimic. Then there's the slime dolls. I saw a picture of these things, but the actual wiki for the dungeon is still very work in progress and doesn't show you how anything works. So I don't know if these things can even spawn in legitimately. They've got cool animations though. This is the blue slime one. It's trying to beat me up. Oh, look at that. That's actually really cool. Sure. Oh, also, they apparently have some sort of death animation. The green slime one, again, comes up from the ground, pulls out a pair of daggers and starts trying to stab me. Oh, this one starts duplicating itself. Interesting. And then they all start trying to stab me. This one kind of looks like a cactus, honestly. I like these things. I really wish I could have seen these things legitimately, but I don't know if these ones actually spawn. These might actually be a summon from a dungeon dominator. They have some cycling with their animations, where some of them just happen twice before the action happens for some reason. Again, another kind of cool one. And finally, the yellow slime doll. Oh, okay, this one... I meant to actually get a thumbnail. I did not mean to accidentally release myself from mids. Basically, this one balloons itself up and like catches you. Okay, that one's kind of funny. But that one could be actually dangerous if it catches you unaware and you're surrounded by stuff. I do like these slime dolls. I wonder if you can see them legitimately, Yads. So there's that, and then it's the bosses, and then I guess there's just a generic dungeon dominator thing. I'm also not in my inventory, I'm in the wrong thing. So just grab like 4 of these things, or just like a full stack of them, and I'm sure if we just place them down enough times, we'll get the random ones. Revised? Oh, interesting. That one doesn't play by the same unique legendary rule. It has its own special naming system. There any other spawn eggs? No, it's just that bunch. Cool. So, Dungeon Dominator. Oh yeah, they spawn in a group. Okay. So these friends are really cool. Is that one using holy magic? I think that one's using some sort of holy magic. Also, I believe they are draining my EP or something. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. But anyways, we have the Skull Knights. It's very cool gold armor, some cool effects on it. Really decent defenses, even our basic punches. Yeah, our basic punch is weaker than anything else we can throw, but still, pretty powerful. Oh yeah, and that shield's pretty effective. Oh, that was cool. Anyways, we have Ghost, or this one calls it Mage, but the actual wiki calls it Ghost, and we have the Living Armor. Oh, they're actually knocking me away. I can't get close enough for pictures. Where's the final one? Where's Scarlet? So where's the little pink slime? Did the mage accidentally kill the final dungeon dominator? I'm not in creative mode. Oh, hello there. Okay, so for whatever reason they spawn in hostile towards each other. You're the one I most want to get a picture of. What are you called exactly? TR Beyond Milim Slime Scarlet. Stay input, please. Okay. So, this is spoiler stuff for, like, the light novel / manga, I believe. Like, an anime-only watcher does not know what's going on here. Also, I believe I Scarlet accidentally killed itself on me. Anyways, the mage has a cool old scythe. It's a Grim Reaper. It's got scythe attacks. I have a feeling these things would actually be scary if we weren't super powered. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, these things are just cool. You've seen the Skull Knight enough. Skull Knight seems to just be a very strong swordsman, basically. It doesn't really seem to have much else besides. The living armor, big bulky tank. Is this the one that was pushing us away? I don't know, I broke it, but I don't think it handles Black Flame very well. Oh, it's got some sort of healing capability. Here we go. You. Can you do anything to me? Come on. Are you... Okay, it's actively hostile now. Is it going to try anything? I don't know, this one... I did not actually look to see what the wiki said they do. I just looked to see if the wiki said how they spawn, but it still doesn't. I don't know, it seemed to be hostile a moment ago, but now this one seems to be somewhat broken for some reason. Anyways, I want the living armor. Oh, there we go. It's got like those big sweeping attacks. I think I'm not sure which one of them's doing corrosion or the purple effect on our HP. It's one of these two swordsmen. So, yeah. I really like this set of opponents. The little Scarlet Slime is adorable. These ones are just really cool, though. Oh, I'm curious which one does the little knockback attack, though. And yeah, these friends are obviously getting the thumbnail. I wish I wasn't stuck on that tree. That one would have been cool. I'm sure I have a good one at this point. So yeah, the dungeon dominators. Let's skill. Oh, that was a new one. I didn't see that one before. Skill toggle. Skill. Resistance off. And I'm going to turn off. Do I have survivor? I don't remember. Yes I do. Survivor off. I'm going to turn off infinite regen and ultra speed regen. I'm curious how strong they are. And ultra speed. I believe I turned off all the other unique skills already. Hold on, let's turn off self regen as well. Let's just give them the full opportunity to beat us up. Wow, I'm still regenerating very quickly. I guess that's because of full Eden and always being able to regenerate up to full. What am I missing? The armor? They managed to do almost over 1,000 damage to me, but now they don't seem to be able to hurt me at all, and that's after I turned off all of our resistance abilities. But obviously it is not the strange thing where I became actually immune again, because I am taking some amount of damage and I am not stuck at full health. I didn't activate Phoenix. Turn off Phoenix. Turn off full Eden. I believe I have other skills to make it so I never hunger. I'm trying to give these friends as much of a chance as possible, and it's just not happening. They managed to do about 1,000 damage to us, or a little bit over 1,000 damage, and after that, they can't really seem to do anything. Even with cool magic like that, it's sort of just hitting us and not doing anything. Last skill, toggle everything off real quick. Everything off. Okay, now we literally can just not take damage. Is this... Why am I... Is that's turned off. That's not supposed to be a true passive. I thought that was a temporary passive. We're getting... which one is it? It's, not Limitless. Bushiasta apparently gives you, those things over time. So let's revoke Bushiasta real quick. I'm trying to give these things a chance. Okay, so I spawned in a new group. One of them managed to do 2,000 damage on an initial hit. Yeah, I don't know. I think that these things might break if they remain spawned in for too long or something. Like, we saw the first living armor just stop working eventually. Oh, they have really cool animations. Too bad they literally cannot hurt me. They managed to do 2,000 damage on an initial hit, and then after that, they can't do anything. And I have turned off literally everything that I can. Literally everything is turned off. So, they're really bulky. They have like 30,000 EP. Oh, they're worth so much experience. Oh. Yeah. I have a feeling the dungeon the dungeon dominators are not working. Words are hard. Yeah, it appears that the dungeon dominators are not functioning fully yet, though I am really excited for when they are and we can come back to explore this mod proper with them, because they are very cool. Anyways, at this point, I guess it's time to look at the last few ultimates we want to look at, so let me go pull those up real quick. Okay, so we're gonna start with the last one. I forgot to turn off Danger Sense. I knew I forgot a skill. Anyways, we're gonna start with the last one from Mysticism, because this is the only one of the three that is not a God class match. That is not God class ultimate skill yet. But before I do, let me go double check that the other ones are actually in, so we don't have another Investigator, Faust, whatever effect thing happen again. Okay, so all the skills I want to look at are in, and we are starting off with Gatekeeper. Tab, Gatekeeper, cool. I completely forgot to go pull up the wiki for this one, but wield the authority of kings and command treasures beyond mortal reach. Summon divine armaments from the vault, binding foes in chains of judgment while asserting dominion over all. Before I start using skills, if you know, you might already know where this is going. Let's see, Gatekeeper does not have a toggle. Let me go pull up the wiki real quick. I think this is a pretty straightforward skill, though. Okay, so starting off as a passive in slot, we permanently have Luck 5, which one of the most useless effects of Minecraft, in my opinion. What that helps with fishing, that doesn't even help with like looting or fortune for some reason. It just is fishing, I think. So, not that exciting. Anyways, the first active skill, Enkidu. If you know where this is going. I'm gonna hold off for a bit. Anyways, Enkidu, for an amount of magicules, if I press the right button. You don't actually see it fully happen. The chains don't actually happen like they're supposed to. I forgot to remove Bushiasta's. I forgot to remove the skill that becomes Bushiasta. That was a mistake on my part. So we have that again, I guess. What is that? That's not Victorious Harbinger. I want to turn that off. But 1 second. Oh, it's Stagnator, I think. That goes off. Anyways, Enkidu. It's supposed to be chains. We just have to settle for like this effect that's like a tiny little explosion. Do damage, lock things up for a bit. It's not that expensive. Oh, it's 2 minutes. It seals all movement and skill usage for 2 minutes. So that's cool. That's the starting points. So yeah, that's very powerful just off the jump. Hinata. Or actually I'm right here, so do we want to just keep using the dungeon dominators or test subjects? Not really, they don't have much in the way of health. Mezul, I guess you'll have to do, or I guess you can do rather. Mezul spawns in. Oh, he stops us from using. Oh yeah, that's right. Nightmare mode. They just all have anti-skill on them, or spatial blockade, or whatever. So, nope, I cannot use these as long as Nightmare mode is on. So, I guess we beat... Blah! We're gonna beat up our friend here the normal way, and then we're going to try this again, I guess, with a Hinata instead. Okay, let's try it here. Enkidu. Infinite imprisonment for 2 minutes. So that's a thing. And that actually... Oh yeah, it has a cooldown on it, obviously. Oh, why did you instantly go for a Blizzard instead of any other attack? Anyways, just deal with the summons, of course. Why are you beating up your own summon, Hinata? 4 more seconds. I'm just gonna do this one more time because I think it's really, really cool. Let's see. Enkidu. You need to target a living entity? I did! I was pointing at the back of her head! Ah well. Anyways, very cool. That's the starting point. We're starting off really, really cool. Next up on the list of skills as part of Gatekeeper, the King's Storehouse. And after that, it's the Gate of Babylon, and then we're back to Enkidu. This is a fate skill. It's a fate skill. Anyways, the King's Storehouse, in 2 seconds we can show it off. Essentially, this just opens up this thing, and we can put in... Oh, I guess I have to actually click on them. But I can just go in and say, hold our ritual sites, our Minos Trident, and our... I'm afraid to put the Master Sword in there. It is not an actual thing from this. Let's put in this random Moonlight, shall we? King's Storehouse, cool. So we now have a scythe, 2 swords, and a trident sitting in there. If I now switch over to the Gate of Babylon, this is where the cool start actually pops in. So hold it down. The Gate of Babylon, summon your arsenal deposited in your storehouse in the form of light. Will be changed to weapon models in 121.1. Wherever the user is looking, the gates will fire at that location. There's a fixed cooldown of 5 seconds between uses. Cool. Hinata? Gate of Babylon. Those appear to be weapon animations right now. So, yeah. You're loud, but we get cool glowy portals, and then we start throwing swords around. Yeah. How are you flying? What happened to you? I thought these were supposed to do, like, equivalent damage to what the weapons can do, but they don't actually seem that powerful. Although maybe Hinata's just, like, a bad choice to try this on, just because of how her summons and whatnot work. Anyways, there she is. Oh, you've mastered Phoenix, cool. Oh, okay, I hit her with one of them. Oh, okay, so I just hit her with Veldora's Wrath. I just hit her with the super, super powerful sword. Oh, wait, no, we don't actually have a super, super powerful Veldora's Wrath anymore. I messed it up with Godly Craftsman. Okay, so... this is a very hard skill to use. It's a... Oh, yeah, and Hinata is... yeah, Hinata probably wasn't my best test subject for that. But, that's essentially it. You store stuff... oh yeah, I forgot I could shift click and do that instead. Let's summon a random Undyne. Okay, so that's a little bit better. So you summon big glowy portals, said big glowy portals, summon swords or whatever weapon you have stored in here, and they just go crashing into whatever you're fighting. It's a very, very cool. I wish it was a little bit easier to use. Gates of... and also if you only click it for like a moment, that's what happens. Gates of Babylon. I mean, the shift click is almost a guaranteed hit, and if you do, it really depends on how good the weapons you have are, but it is a very, very cool skill. Anyways, this will be mastered eventually, but as is typical right now, we're just doing max here. And then mastery max. Cool, you have mastered the usage of Gatekeeper. What do I need to evolve it? How much EP? 750,000 more pounds. Yeah, so just go get some EP for this, I think. Hello there. There we go. Gilgamesh is now available to learn. Yes, we are Gilgamesh, the first king. There are 2 kinds of arrogance. One where you are unequal to the task, and one where your dreams are too big. The former is commonplace stupidity, but the latter is a rare species that is difficult to find. So that's going to replace that. Again, we have the permanent luck 5. Active held. Territory creation. At the cost of 1 million max MP, claim a territory of 250 by 250 blocks as your permanent territory. Within this territory, you and your subordinates gain infinite magical regeneration and infinite health regeneration. This is one-time use, and the territory cannot be relocated or redefined. And then it looks like, yeah, it looks like subordinates in that region get some extra bonuses. Meanwhile, enemies in that region get debuffs or something. Enkidu, King Storehouse, Gate of Great Territory. There it is. Obviously, we're going back to the Colosseum to do this. So it says 1 million max MP. I should probably circle it up. Let me out. I think here is just about a good place. 6.32. 6.32. Okay, we get big and glowy and all that stuff. Oh, okay, so it actually has like a somewhat cool animation. I tested that in a test world and I didn't really see it work because I was in creative mode. How long do I have to hold this for? It looked like the animation started to disappear eventually. Okay, there we go. So eventually we'll spawn this orb saying, this is our territory, 10,000 health, you cannot hit it, and basically, within 250 blocks of this thing is our territory. Which is, how far is that actually? Let's just mark this place as territory begin. Territory. Helps if I spell it right. Doesn't really matter if I spell it right. It's not that important. And let me through the door. At 85 blocks. It's 250 by 250 blocks is what it said, right? Or is it 250? Claim a territory of 250 by 250. Okay, so basically I just go 125 because it's 250 diameter. So yeah, about that far. That it covers all of the Colosseum and then some. And apparently any subordinates in this range, and me, are just straight up unkillable. Like, true immortality. And it did not at all cost max magic kills that time. Why? It was supposed to. You can just go away. These llamas are immortal because they are animals, and I have the do not hurt animals thing. Cool. It doesn't really seem like you have infinite regen right now. But also, I have some pretty rough stuff, one of my hits, so... Naraka Majesty, there you go. There you go, friend, you're back alive. Cool. So, that's just a cool start. After that, create Ea, create Marduk. We cycle back to Enkidu, we'll start here. Works exactly the same, seals all things, but it starts at 4 minutes and then goes up to 8. It looks like damage and all that stuff is exactly the same. Storehouse. Oh yes, I need to pull back out Gatekeeper real quick. And obviously we need to grab out this stuff. Oh look, it goes up to 20. It goes up to 10 slots upon mastery. But this one starts at 20. Where is it? King Storehouse. You can just hold all of that stuff. Why did one of them auto go but not the other? So, all those are now stored in there. I have plenty of other dead-end rainbows and whatnot also stored away. A bunch of other cool weapons. So, let's just grab them. Night Rose is cool. Hakaro's Katana. The Fierce Deity Sword isn't strong, but it's cool. Gurren. That. Just a whole bunch of cool stuff. It can just have all of it, I guess. All of you just goes away, and I got 5 more slots, but for now that's just gonna do it. Gate of Babylon. So, it's evolved. I believe we have more now. Oh, apparently the gates now have... It says they can be placed strategically. Do they actually have something new? Gate of Babylon. Okay, so once again, we just have like this style. Summons 10 portals now, and they just all go. And I can hold it indefinitely now. Before, it was like 5 seconds after firing all 5. Cool. Uh, hmm. And it appears it is still going. Is it going to stop at some point? There we go. So if you hold it and then like click it, spam it a couple of times, it just can keep going forever. And then if you do it this way instead, you get that style where apparently I accidentally killed a mimic somehow. Okay, so cool. Gate of Babylon, it's just stronger. I can hold more swords and it will do more damage now. Cool. That's still looking the same. Enuma Elish. We cannot use that one before moving on to something else. So, direct gate +2, 12 gates at mastery. Okay, so when you master a skill, the more mastery points you have for the skill, the more gates you get. That was the same for Gatekeeper too, but I just jumped straight to the end. Anyways, next up, create Aya and create Marduk's Axe. Apparently you're supposed to have mastery for these two, but it's not needing mastery for some reason, so I'm just going to do mastery for Gilgamesh up to max. This skill has a lot to it. It is taking way longer to get through this one skill than expected. So, create Aya and create Marduk's Axe. Empty hand, cool. After that is Enema Elish. So Marduk's Axe, it's just a cool big axe. Let's read up on this real quick. Creates an indestructible axe that does 82 damage that has the Genesis engraving. Can only be created once. MP cost 1 million. I don't actually know what the Genesis thing does. It's not listed here as far as I can tell. Let's see, where is it? It's not on here. Unique damage type Genesis. The sword inherently... Oh, the Aya sword also, it says it specifically does Genesis damage, so it's doing a completely different damage type than everything else, basically. But Genesis Tsukugami, so only we can use it, 87 attack damage, it is very slow, it has some range. And actually, it's actually shorter range than everything else. Critical damage and sweep chance. With our other boost to attack speed, it doesn't really matter much. But it is slightly slower than everything else. But it does a lot of damage, and the fact that it does a completely new damage type is kind of cool. No special right-click effect. It's just a cool giant axe, basically. Hello, fairy friend. Cool. And then we have Aya. Oh, this thing makes me excited. Genesis Tsukugami again, 92 attack damage, attack speed, all that good stuff. Aya, Sword of Rupture. For the cost of 1 million max AP, summon Aya Sword of Rupture with base damage of roughly 200 with the unique damage type Genesis. The sword inherently degrades nullifications to nothing, as well as wounds from the sword cannot be healed naturally. Huh. I don't know if it actually took aura or not, but I do know it is definitely not... It definitely does not have 200 attack damage on it, so... I'm not entirely sure what that's talking about. But the other things I'm sure are still working fine. So let's see. I don't remember which skills give our resistances and whatnot, or make sure that all of our, that we ignore resistances. So let's just skill toggle everything off. And we're going to specifically remove Mathematician right here. And time to spawn in another Hinata. Destroy all of her summons, of course. Oh, what's drawing me into the ground like that? Anyways, Hinata. What the heck? You're lying to me. The game, the wiki is lying. It doesn't work right. What if you've already created Aya. What if I make a new Aya? Hold on, Hinata. I'm trying to fix this thing. The wiki said it ignored all nullifications. Strength 5. Not entirely sure where we're getting Strength 5. I don't... Whatever. You have already created Aya. Oh. Oh, I can't even search this up. TR Mysticism, at TR Mysticism. Hey, cool. Did I just get hit by the insta-kill skill and just survive it? I think I just got hit by the insta-kill skill and survived it. So part of this is apparently not working. It does not have the attack damage it's supposed to, and it is also just completely not ignoring resistances in any way. So a little bit sad. It's missing part of the ability it's supposed to have. Unless maybe the wiki is not up to date and it's been weakened because it was too strong. I could see that being the case. And Gorger, and maybe I should just set up a loadout. I think you can do that. I just never have. I don't know. I guess Aeon itself isn't really showing its full strength. But Enema Unleash, this is a special ability. Only usable when you have Ea in one of your hands. Fires a laser beam that does 2k Genesis damage and drains 0.05% of the target's MP every second. That doesn't actually sound that strong. Enema Unleash! I also can't tell if the laser is actually firing or not. Okay, it is. Hey, look, it worked. So, Enema Unleash. It seems... So, the whole fire a laser beam thing, it doesn't fire where I'm looking. It seems to just go straight down where I'm standing. So... Ow, that was loud. Yeah, I don't think this is quite working as intended. But, that is still very powerful. Yeah, I'm a bit confused about this. It sort of follows where the mouse goes, but not really. I don't know. I just don't think this is working fully yet. Yeah, it definitely seems as this... It is not really a laser beam, it's just like a circle of destruction centered around us. So it's not quite as strong as it yeah. Very cool. It was weird. We have to get right on top of an enemy to insta-kill them, but it is an insta-kill. It's really hard to actually see how much damage this thing does. Yeah. The way it works, it just instantly destroys things like blocks, and obviously you don't get the damage if you just destroy the block under the training dummy. So, it's a very, very cool skill. I do really love it. Actually, Gilgamesh might be one of my favorite characters in all of Fate, so, like, original series, didn't like him. Infinite Blade Works, didn't really like him. He didn't really get a good showing in, Heaven's Feel. But then you feel, like, even in those areas, even when I didn't like him because he was the villain, I still didn't hate him. Like, I liked him in Zero, and then he shows up in, the Babylon series, Grand Order, and I loved him there. So, yeah, I wanted to hate him, and then I couldn't, and then he just kept growing on me, so somehow he became one of my favorite characters. I don't know how it happened. But, there's that. Do we just extend this like one super episode to finish things off? At this point, it's just 2 ultimate skills left to see. Yeah, I don't know if there's... Is there anything else I want to test? Like, sadly, I need to turn off Nightmare Mode if I want to test any of these skills against any of the cool bosses from that. Actually, I can real quick. Game rule... Nightmare Mode falls, and now I can summon in a Mosul and use it to and speed it up with Enema Unleash. So, Gozul, hold on. I summoned Mezul earlier. Let's go let's try Enema Unleash against an enemy with way more health than Hinata. So, Enema Unleash, or 2000. Gezul actually has more than you, or Mezul rather. Enema Unleash. Why did it get the coolest sound effect that time and not the first time around? So, it does at least 2,000 damage in a single tick. Um, Luminous? Luminous. Cool, let's try it. You have 30,000 health. Anima a leash. Oh, we've phase changed her. And we killed her. Okay. So she has some sort of dodge chance or something, it looked like, because some of those hits were hitting and just not doing damage. Yet she managed to hold out for quite a while, but she did eventually just give in and just not at all survive. So, yeah, it's a powerful skill. It's a little bit hard to actually manage. You need to be right on top of an opponent. But said opponent also needs to be right on top of you while you're destroying reality. So, yeah, I suppose being right on top of an opponent when that means an area just stops existing doesn't really matter much. So yeah, I just really like this skill. I don't know how powerful it is. It's insta-kills. This sword isn't as strong as it's supposed to be, apparently. But look at it, it's so cool. But are we doing one more? I guess we have to do one more. So I guess I'll try and think about anything else. I'm probably going to record this tomorrow night. Maybe I even take a day, give people enough time to come up with anything else they want to see done before we end off. But other than just like a handful of other unique skills that we could test out, nothing too interesting in my opinion. It's just the 2 ultimate skills. But they're also both God class ultimate skills, which take a while to explore. So maybe we're fine. I think we're just going to be fine with that. One more episode to go over those 2. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you 3 so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.